My name is Nick Pensabene with Mad Pen Cycles. I'm out of Edgewater, Florida, just south of Daytona. I brought a 67 shovelhead. I had the motor just kind of laying around the shop, didn't really know what to do with it for about a year. And then I actually got a buddy of mine who's also in the show, Brian Butera. Picked up a frame from him that he had built, that he personally did in his shop. Picked up the frame from him and pretty much took off from there. Michael asked me to do skinny. My forte is normally skinny. I usually do high, tight, high mids, and kind of keeping it lane splitter style because I'm from up in New York, so it's kind of what you need to have. I named it Peat because I've been here 3 years in a row, so I figured Peat's a fitting name for it. I did a bunch of kind of tied three into it a bunch of times with some triangle shapes, three of things. I wrote on my thing, let people look at it, they'll find little things in there that have intervals of 3 and a lot of triangles that I tried doing. Tried to do forward controls that are a little different than what I normally do. I did them as narrow as I possibly could, but still being functional because I plan on riding this bike as soon as it gets out of this show. So I'm going to ride the hell out of it as soon as I get done. So I had my buddy Ron from Chop Docs paint it. He's done every bike I've built so far, and he kind of gave him free range on it and told him the colors that I wanted. A good buddy of mine's got a old coupe painted this color, Ford coupe, and I fell in love with it, and I was like, I'm going to paint a bike. It was 2 years ago. It was 3 years ago, and never got around to it. And I finally decided to pull the trigger and do it on green here. So green's one of my favorite colors, and it's a little different than 2 years ago. I built a bright pink, flaked out bike. Yeah, the kickstart it's actually a Nash kicker pedal. It actually collapses in itself to keep it on the narrow side. So I got that from Nash. He hooked me up with that one. Kind of tucks away to keep it with the skinny rather than just flopping around. And these I got from DC Choppers, Bacon, and polished them up. Did my own kind of take on the oil line crossovers rather than having them in the front like a lot of people do. Did that, and a couple little trick things I like to do. They said skinny, so I did I did oval pipe for the tail, for the tips of the pipes. Kind of keep it skinny, so if you squash a round pipe, it gets an oval pipe. I did it there, and I also did it on the other side. And I didn't want them portraying outside the frame of the bike, so I kind of kept it real nice and tight on both sides.
And those are your forward controls?
Yeah, these are my forwards. They're forwards. I handmade these forwards from scratch. All the controls I made from scratch. I've never done chrome before, so my first time doing chrome. I'm normally a powder coat because I like to beat them up. So I just wanted to kind of bring everything I got to the show this year. So I did a lot of chrome this time and polished almost everything. Polished the whole case of the motor, the whole tranny, and pretty much everything. I still kept a little bit of black on there because I always like black. It's clean, it's simple. Kept the wheels black, tranny cover black, and kind of the motor to its original kind of look. But I did a little different here. I got the heads polished, just the fins, so it keeps that nostalgic gray, that cast color, but it also brings out the show of it with the polished fins. Yep, silver flake on the tank, and then if you look at the tank, everything's different. The whole side's like, if you look at this side, that side does not match the other side. It's very abstract, and I wanted it that way. Different triangle shapes and sizes on different sides. I didn't want to look the same on both sides, so I kind of did this triangle, then this one kind of rolls into the frame color of the frame, and the other side has got different triangles and different shapes. So, yeah, cool. That's about it.